Let's look over a couple clips of a Milwaukee rally with Trump where I haven't been covering his rallies as much recently as the election winds down because I've been trying to cover things in the election as a whole, and who really cares about Trump's constant misinformation at this point? You either are going to vote for it or you're going to vote against it. And Trump also, just has his recycled greatest hits of lies that he tells. It gets tired debunking the same things. But this rally was disturbing, to say the least. So I wanted to at least cover one more for what hopefully might have to be the last one we ever do on the channel. Who knows? But let's jump into some of the more irrational or abnormal political things he was talking about.
Because he was not very good and he ends up running for governor because he's got money, but he's terrible. But I'm not allowed to use the fat word. That's the other word you cannot use. You are not allowed to use the fat word, so I will not do it, but that guy is disgusting.
Now, to be fair here, I think you can look however you want. So more power both to J.B. Pritzker and to Trump. But what is that saying about throwing stones in a glass house, being built like this, seemingly having to go on to fix your dentures and making this face on stage, where you think you have some sort of high ground to call others disgusting or talk about their looks? Trump looks like he smells like Vaseline and regret. And if that's not good enough, someone please explain to me what he's doing in this clip. So I think someone in the crowd might have mentioned Arnold Palmer and Trump lost his focus for a minute. But guys, this is the Republican nominee for president of America in 2024 who is simulating oral sex with a microphone at a campaign rally. Again, a campaign rally for president for the United States of America. Like, what timeline did I find myself in here? How did I get here? And somebody tell me how to get out, please. Every day as we draw closer to this election, I cannot believe that this kind of stuff is a reality where half the country is so brainwashed and or bigoted to where they are willing to prop up this clown, this absolute embarrassment to the highest office that we have to offer as a country. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
I said, no, I want to protect the women of our country. I want to protect them in many ways. I want to protect them in many ways, but some of the ways are suburban housewives. They say don't like me. I think they do like me.
The main thing I wanted to point out in this clip, and you can feel free to replay it if you need to, is the people leaving as he's speaking. You can see them directly behind him. We show countless photos and clips of empty stadiums as Trump's crowd sizes have dwindled in recent times, especially in this election cycle as it draws closer, and he's unable to fill up arenas like he used to. For instance, he had less people at Madison Square Garden than Kamala had at the Ellipse, but now it's also evident that people are leaving mid-speech as well, seemingly just tired of hearing him spew nonsense for hours. And you've got to be seriously over it to leave those seats that you see these people leaving mid-rally. To be in the backdrop of Trump when he's talking, I mean, those seats cost them an arm and a leg. So for them to just say, screw it, I'm leaving, not even halfway through, Trump must really be boring them. Now, as to what he's saying in this clip, it's a bit ominous, no? I want to protect them in many ways, but some of the ways are. That's what he said before he then trails off to something else. But what are some of the other ways? They are what? And why did you say but, not and? Like, what were you going to put in there? I mean, was he going to admit that he's protecting women by stripping away their rights? It kind of plays into the whether they like it or not kind of comments he made just the other day as well. It's insane how normalized this kind of rhetoric is that a candidate for president of America, I mean, I'm saying it again, it's insane that they can get away with these kinds of things with no questions asked. And it's why women have been turning out in such massive numbers, much higher than men when it comes to early voting, is because they're sick of it.